creative planning, I have, again, about 4 to 5 tech stack items that I love. So Trello, I know people use Trello for a variety of different uses. Trello has been my baby for probably 8 years with how I use it. I don't know about you guys, but I was running when I first started using Trello. I was trying to solve keeping clients out of ads managers because inevitably they touch things accidentally. They do things. I just don't want them in there. And so I came up with using Trello for a whole creative review process. And I will share my screen here. Let's see. Okay, so what I do in Trello is I have all of my templates in here, and then I have different lanes. It's in progress. We're working on it. Mockups are ready for review. Then we do final proofs. They're ready to stage. And then I put them into lanes of, is it a promo? Is it a specific product focus? And then inactive. Why I like to do this is because we're omni. Jason manages all things search and PPC. I manage paid social. We have a variety of channels. And I'd like to be able to see, so here's an example. I don't know if I can share my screen let me just quickly pick a different window here. Sorry. So here's one example of this in action. So this shows, this is an interior design client. We've got evergreen brand, we've got living, we've got rugs, we've got inactives. If you can't tell already, I like my color coding. So I've got all sorts of color coded labels in here for how we're using things. I put notes into the client here. I have my text, headline, description, CTA, display link, URL, UTM, preview link. I keep custom fields in here. So I have my post ID easily accessible for each ad. And we communicate in here. The client gets a task in Basecamp to review, but I ask for all comments for specific ads to be on each of the cards in here. And you can see like friendly nudge, Kirby. Like I'm just trying to remind her, like, you got to review this, please. And it gets to the point, a lot of our clients get to the point where they don't necessarily need to review as much, but this client is newer to us. So they still like to make sure they're seeing everything before it's going live. Eventually we get to the point where we'll say, hey, we're launching this. If you feel like taking a look, let us know. I also have a whole system where I have a messaging template so that they can see the, so let's see. Oh, you won't be able to see it. So it's, it basically similar lanes to this, tabs, and the copy that I'm finding that works for headlines, for body copy. I keep all of this connected so that it's easy for them to see and for us to see. So that is a quick look at kind of how I'm using Trello. I have my naming conventions in here, which you can see here. And again, this lets us see whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Pinterest, whether it's TikTok, and we can quickly get a lay of the land for what we're running ads for product-wise and category-wise. Along with that, I use Foreplay. I don't know how many people have kind of gotten on the Foreplay bandwagon, but I love it. And I have all of for each client too, I will link out to their board through Trello so they can see some of the inspiration we're looking at. Google Sheets. So in that messaging doc, I do a creative roadmap where I kind of pull it all together. And then obviously Foxwell Founders. And I have always found great inspiration from Dara Denny and kind of seeing what she's working on. So those are Foxwell's pretty much where I look to what everyone else is saying is working and seeing how I can apply that to us. But then I like to kind of see in the wild what everyone else is doing. So those are the main creative planning platforms and tech stack that I use. And I kind of went through why, focusing on bird's eye view, any holes and what we're promoting. I like to focus on flagship items, that sort of thing. Anyone have questions, or, how's this apply to what you guys are doing? Anyone? Everyone's shy today.
I'm similar to the other guys. I think we use the Asana. I guess my question would be, how long is your process from starting the creative process, going all the way through the Trello boards, getting it live?
Honestly, it's not that long, but we do set the expectation, because sometimes with a smaller, more agile team, that can be very beneficial to clients, but we also don't want to be spinning around all the time at their whim. So we try to set very clear expectations with them. When we're doing our meetings, we're planning ahead what's coming next month and the month after. They know that from the point of starting ads to them reviewing it and us getting them live, it's still going to be about a 7-day process for that. And ultimately, I would like to have everything ready 2 weeks in advance. Not every client does it. Some get gold stars, but I explain to them, and I'll point it out to them again politely. See how we just needed to make this quick pivot for you. This is why I ask everybody to try to get as ahead with me as possible, so that we have this flexibility to pivot with you when you need it. But if everyone needs to pivot all the time, we wouldn't be able to do that for everyone. So it's just that general polite re-education with clients too. But usually it takes us about a week. Sometimes we move faster, sometimes slower, depending on, if it's a high priority, if, the other thing is also setting those expectations depending on budget and how quickly we're going to start creative testing new ads. Some clients, especially with the interiors, they have a little bit more staying power with some of the ads. Some of our other clients need faster creative turnaround.